Good afternoon, good afternoon. I am Sandgrain1 and this is episode 2 of the Sand Pack. Somewhat silly name, but it's easier to say than to list all the mods, even though there are only 3 of them. I take suggestions for what I should call this series, so please help out if you have any suggestions. So this is an area I cleared out for some BuildCraft machinery. We will move the oil over there into some tanks here, and that tank should be turned into fuel to run a few combustion engines, and those combustion engines will provide energy for the refinery, of course, but also a laser so that if you can create the gates, and maybe some forestry machines. I am thinking about the carpenter and the thermionic fabricator first of all, but maybe also a centrifuge. There is a few beehives around here, and in order to get any materials from it, we need to run the combs through a centrifuge. So that's the plan. I found some pumpkins on my travels around here, and I'm tempted to use 3 diamonds on a new pick, because I have 35 levels at the moment. But I'm not sure if I have enough, because the refinery actually will need 5 diamonds. No, 4 diamonds for the refinery, 5 diamonds for the assembly table, and 2 for the laser. Okay, so I'm good. I can even create another laser, but I do not have enough for another pick. And I'm of course enchanting picks in order to get either Silk Touch or Fortune. And I should also probably upgrade my mining drill here to a diamond tipped one. But yeah, that's not rush. The diamond tipped mining drill is actually, it's faster, but it doesn't drill mine as much. So a mining drill can drill 200 blocks, while the diamond tipped mining drill can mine only 120. Which means that I would need more to carry more batteries. Probably create a pack that I can have on my back. But well, yeah. I also created some other tools here: electric tree tap and an electric wrench to operate the wrench is to operate the machines, to turn them and to dismantle them. And the tree tap is of course for the rubber trees. It's getting dark, but while we wait, I just want to test one simple thing. And one of the things that is so nice about these backpacks, if we drop this on the ground, and if you see here, it's 31, the rest is full here. So it's picking up and it ends up in the backpack. Another cool thing is that if I have it here and then change the mode like that, you will see that it was refilled. So I now have 64 and it is refilled all the time. So that's going to be handy. Just going to sleep quickly here. So yeah, I'm going to start with securing the oil well. And I'm very picky when it comes to losing potential resources, and especially oil, which is a fairly limited resource. So I don't want to lose anything. And it's a little bit hard to separate these oil blocks from the water. If I put down a pump here, it will pump both oil and water, and that's a little bit, well, impractical. So I'm going to encase all the oil. That is the plan. I've never done this before because I've never found any oil. Well, I found oil in water before, but I've never needed to take it up, or I've usually tried to avoid the problems. Okay, I forgot something. Okay, here we are with a tank. So this is BuildCraft tanks, and each of these can hold 16 buckets. So that's the plan now. To pick up the lava, no, the oil. And let's see where this gets us. Can't really do this when the water is very deep, or if you find an oil well out of the sea. So this is one of the advantages of being in a swamp. There's a lot of water here, but it's usually fairly easy to separate the oil from the water like this. Probably a waste of time, but I sort of enjoy doing a few of these somewhat tedious tasks. I don't mind. Okay, so I have cleared the first layer of oil. To my surprise, actually, there was quite many buckets here. I even went back to the base, slept through the night, and made a few more tanks, because I think I'm gonna fill them up. So this is the spoils. Nice hole, and this is the hole down to the primary oil deposit. But I think this was worth it. It took some time, but I think it was worth it. It's a nice amount of oil. So the plan now is to build an oil well here. I think I'm going to gather the sand that is uncovered here, and then I'm going to just straighten up a little bit around here. I'll see you when that is done. Okay, I just realized that there is one major flaw with all my plans here, and that is the simple fact that I do not have waterproofing, which means that I can't make liquid transport pipes. I either need to find an alternative, can bottle the oil into tin cans, or I need to go on an expedition to find some cactus, and I think I'm going to try that first. I will need cactus at some point anyway. And yeah, it's a time that I explore the world a little bit more. So I'm going to try to find the border of this marsh here, or swamp. I don't know why I call it a marsh all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna explore the edges of this swamp. Maybe one of the edges connects to a desert. That's what I hope. Look at that thing. I have seen oil wells that large in creative, but never in my survival worlds. I'm not entirely sure how far we have walked. I think spawn is at coordinate 0, 0. So, quite a bit. So it's dawn, and we are looking at one massive oil well. No cacti though. Unfortunately. Wow. Oh well. Can't gather that just yet. Need some more resources first. Always resources. This looks promising. Let's hope it's a proper desert. Yeah. Cactus time. I guess I'm going to explore this a little bit. I've never been in one of those desert temples before in a single player survival map. So maybe... Ah! Oh my! Damn, that's lucky. Let's see. Let's see here. Could have given me one diamond at least. What is it that I don't need here? Black wool. Well, I'll continue to do some exploring. Maybe we find another one. Really nice building. Could have been a little bit larger perhaps. Oh well. And here we are walking up to our first village. I'm wondering what I should do with it. My base is currently so far away, so I can probably just leave it alone. Otherwise I would probably have protected it somehow. If you've been watching Ether, what he did once was that he just put some blocks in front of the doors to lock them inside. Fish, cooked fish. Do I have any coal? No. Oh, this is a typical, well, not typical, atypical. The apiarist villager, or whatever it's called, not apiarist perhaps. I think I'm going to steal myself 2 apiaries. I wonder what he will trade. Ah, 1 princess. I'm going to sleep here tonight. Just in case I don't want to have any zombie invasions. This is also a forestry item. A candle. Oh, I have a stack. Let's get another stack. So yeah, that's what I will do. I will gather some more cacti and return to my base. See you there, unless I find something interesting, of course. So I'm standing here staring at my tank setup while I'm having doubts about my plans. When I started on this base here, it was meant to be temporary. I just wanted to gather some resources, set up the first basic machinery, but I never planned this to be permanent. And the problem with BuildCraft oil, fuel generation, combustion engines, and all of that fancy stuff is that I get locked to this location. It's a large investment and it's a little bit hard to move. In order to move large quantities of liquids, I would need large quantities of capsules. So instead of sort of locking myself to this location, I am now planning on moving. So I have wasted a little bit time here, but this isn't really lost. I can come back here at any time with a few stack of capsules and pump up the oil and bottle the oil, which makes it a lot easier to move. So that is something I'm going to use a lot actually, cans or capsules to move liquids, and that is useful specifically for oil and lava, of course. Lava from the nether. So this is a large biomes world, and I handpicked the seed. I don't know this world because I've only been in this location. I did in creative, I did fly into the swamp trying to find the center, but that is also all the exploring I did in this world, so I can't say that I know it. But I do have some coordinates for a nice location for a base deep inside the swamp. So that is what I'm planning on doing now. Basically just disassembling everything here, gather the resources that I can carry, and set up a new base on the new location. With that, I will also end this episode, and the move starts with the beginning of the next, or something like that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.